Hi, how y'all doing? Today is Friday, the 11th of October, 2024. Today in Ontario, Canada, the sky was cloudy, weird white cloud. And then the sun came up and it was a red. And then the white came back. It was like a giant cotton over the blue sky, but the sun was shining through, right? And then the clouds separated and we got blue sky, sort of, right now. Thin veil over it. But we're also under what we're told is a geomagnetic storm, right? I think it's better if we put it that way. Because I don't believe anything. Nothing. But this is what we've been told. Everybody's been posting pictures of the Aurora Borealis, right? Here in Canada, Ontario. And it's actually a proton waves, right? Gamma radiation, like with the Hulk. You know what I mean? That's why it's green. And there was red. Maybe that's Nibiru, right? The iron oxide from the ship. Because it's red, right? Another word for that is rust. But who knows where they come from? What metals they use, right? Schuman yesterday was at 11. It's 10 today, so down 1. I had slept really well. I did. Woke up once at 4 something to go to the bathroom, and I looked outside my window. I do all the time, right? And because it was still dark, and there was just the big light in the middle, and everything else around it was dark, and I was like, I wonder if that's another mothership, right? I've been seeing weird things on the webcam at the airport, in the clouds and in the sky, so I don't doubt it. I don't doubt anything like that. So yeah, they're not here to hurt us, or we would have been zapped already, you know? That's just the way I look at it. So yeah. You know what the distraction was from the hurricane the other day in the States over what was it, Florida? It was cleaning out tunnels. I told you it wouldn't be as strong as what they said, right? It wasn't a 5. It was dialed right down. And, or not right down, but quite a bit. Do you know who went to court and testified at the Supreme Court at the same time that was going on? Was Hunter Biden, right? He pled guilty to collusion with Russia, right? So they didn't want you to know that. They didn't put that in the news at all, did they? So, interesting. Part of the story, the script. I guess it's a way to get the families out. Interesting. But a hurricane? Well, double thing. I guess maybe they wanna throw all this government shit at us, right? All the bad actors all at once. That's why they're not saying anything about it, and they're doing little side things like the hurricane. I know, little, right? See, I just don't give a fuck. I don't, because we don't know who anybody is anymore, right? They look like us, but they're not us. So I don't put any energy into it. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. And that's just how I view life. So yeah. Yesterday I didn't do anything. I just tried to watch YouTube. Right? Laid down, got up, laid down, kind of thing. Oh, something else too. I watched a movie today, science fiction, and I was looking for the codes. I can't watch a movie without doing that, you know. I don't consent to the subliminal messages in the movie, and I use my third eye to read the codes, right? And in this movie, the main theme I got out of it is the wicked hates itself call it evil if you want. I don't like that word either because spell it backwards and it's live or alive, right? So it's not a word for me. So the wicked ones hate themselves. And it doesn't matter how much you love them, they're never going to stop hating themselves, right? You can't get them out of it. They have to do it, want to do it themselves. They've just, bad things happened to them, and then they became bad and started doing bad things to other people because hurt people, right? So the wicked hates itself. What a way, right? If you hate yourself, the best thing to do would be to change it. Stop doing what you're doing and forgive yourself. It just takes self-love. But when you hate yourself that bad, I guess there isn't. They just don't know how to do it. And you can't show them. That's the weird part about it, right? It is. My son here that has a thing in his arm, he's been pretty good the last couple of days this week, right? He hasn't been narcissistic at all. But we keep to ourselves, He's in his room on his computer doing his schooling or playing his games. He'll talk to me once in a while when he has something, he thinks is interesting. Until he gets my point of view about it. And then we agree to disagree, right? Because he knows better. He can't change my mind, right? I need hard, cold facts. That's the only way my mind will change, right? So yeah, it's been all right, He's gone to his girlfriend's again, right? It's every weekend thing, so that's pretty cool. I gotta go back to the grocery store tomorrow. I forgot to buy onion to make stuffing for the turkey on Monday. And maybe some pickles. Right? If I lived on a farm, I would do my own pickles. But the food at the grocery store ain't worth buying the pickle. It's just the way it is. I was explaining to him today. I said, do you know why I cook for you? Right? Why I agreed to cook for you? Because I charge him a little bit of money, right, for the groceries and for the food. And he says, why? I said, because to give you the least amount of poison I can, because you eat a lot of processed food, right? When you're not around, takeout and shit like that, right? I said, so because I love you, I make you the least poisonous food I can, right? And I cook it with love. And he said, oh, okay. But I think that's what a mother does. In my books, that's what we do anyway. Something else. Do you know when you see men in movies, or the rappers in movies, and shit like this, or the comedians, and they're wearing dresses? That means they've sold their soul, right? That's why they wear dresses. That's why they do a drag. Like Medea, right? Medea, the great big man that plays Medea, sold his soul, right? All the Chinese movies, they go to break into a place and they'll dress up like a woman. They sold their soul. Symbolism is their downfall, right? And they have to do that. It's a shame thing, right? That means they've been butt busted too. So yeah, think about all the guys you've seen. Kevin Hart in a dress, right? What other actors, The women are usually hermaphrodites, or they've had their gender switched by their parents when they were little, Yeah, don't worry. They're not going to be here forever. They'll be gone soon. Just not soon enough for us, right? I know. We have to have patience. We do. What are the symptoms of the geomagnetic storm and the CMEs? That's what set it off. All these CMEs, finally, big ones, finally caught up to us, and we're getting blasted by them now, right? The symptoms I have is my ears started ringing really loud yesterday and today. I woke up in the middle of the night with a pain in my back. It's been icky sensations like that in my body today, base of my skull, stuff like that, right? But no cramping. Yay, something's going right. For sure. I like it. I do. I haven't seen any birds today. Seagull, I think. I think I seen a seagull, if I remember. They're really quiet, too. Neighborhood's not noisy at all. The leaves are finally changing color. They're oranges and reds. But there's still quite a few green trees. Right? There is. Alright, I know. I'm boring myself. I don't have a lot to talk about. I already said it. Alright, look at my hair's all messed up. I was thinking about it again, eh? If I should just buy a couple of bottles of bleach, bleach all this color out, and buy some white hair dye and color my hair closest to the color that it is now, white. Alright? I'm afraid I'm going to shock myself because, like, look, I'm looking like that. I can see my brown hair, right? If I do that, I'm going to look down, I'm going to see white hair. Maybe it's going to make me feel so much older. I don't know. See how long my hair is? It's past my butt now. People say to me too all the time, why do you have long hair? Isn't it hard having long hair? Right? It's long. It's longer than my arm. Right? Look straight. So it's going to take a lot of bleach, I think. At least 2 or 3 bottles. And that stuff is hard on your hair. Or I could go to a hairdresser. But I can't stand the smell in the salon. The chemicals are so toxic, right? I pay for them, but it probably costs a couple $100 for them to take all this color out and put it closest to its natural white. Right? Yeah. Because hair color is not good for us either. It isn't. It's toxic too. Or I could just shave it all off. But my children will not like me if I do that. They get mad at me every time I do. They say I look like a man, right? Because they're used to me having long hair their whole life. It's just always been easier. I'm not the type of person to spend money and run to the hairdresser every 2 weeks to get her hair done. Right? Or go get a manicure or anything like that. Right? That's all shallow stuff to me. Right? I'm a Taurus. I'm serious. I'm just, yeah. I'm not shallow. I color my hair for me because I don't feel as old as my white hair is. So I don't know. I guess one day maybe I'll surprise you. I'll surprise myself. It's hard to say, right? My first husband got mad at me when I cut my hair off in my 20s. He wouldn't let me in the house. He said, my wife has long brown hair. I don't know who you are. Get away from my home, right? My mother, she just stared at me all the time. I was like, why are you staring at me like that, Mom? Like when I was 12 and I did it. She goes, I can't recognize you. Who are you? Right? You know? So I think when it comes to doing that, I think about this stuff, right? I don't want to freak people out. That's my heart, you know? All right. I'm going to try to watch something on YouTube that doesn't frustrate me. All right? It's hard to put up. My soul don't like putting up with the lies and the misinformation. Everybody regurgitating stuff. So, that isn't true. It's just what they've been taught, which is wrong. So, yeah, I'm just going to relax. Which do my best to relax anyway. Do you know we have another eclipse coming up on the full moon? I didn't know we had another one coming. I guess it'll be a lunar eclipse. Don't mark my word on that. I've got to learn more about it. But it's supposed to be on the full moon. Restless sleeps again, maybe. Let's hope not. Let's hope it's a different energy. A nicer one. That would be nice, right? For sure. Excuse me. All right. That's enough. I hope you have a good weekend. I like to say have fun, but I don't know how to do that anymore. Alright, don't know who to go, where to go, who to talk to. So, might just be by myself. Yeah. Alright, that's all. I love you all as a consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.